And the new president of Somalia is delivering a speech at his inauguration ceremony in Mogadishu, where he will be sworn in any minute now. Mohammed Abdullahi Mohammed, who's known widely as Farmajo, was elected 2 weeks ago. Well, Ahmed Soliman is a researcher from the Horn of Africa project. He joins me now live from London. Thanks so much for taking the time. Well, to say the challenges are serious in Somalia would actually just be an understatement. There is massive corruption, grave terrorist threats, and severe famine. Do you think this new leadership can make a difference?
Well, I think what we've seen from the support during the inauguration there is that Somalia won't be moving forward on its own. There's over 1,000 people attending this inauguration and representatives of over 124 countries and leaders from the region, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Djibouti, as well as envoys from the EU, the UN, the Arab League. Turkey themselves have Dr. Kani Turun, who is representing the presidency and was the former ambassador to Somalia. So I think even from the outset of this new presidency, new government, we're seeing a commitment by the international and regional leaders and community to continue to support Somalia moving forward. While it tries to tackle with many of the challenges, it has already been tackling them.
Somalia will need foreign aid to help stabilize the country. How do you see relationships developing with foreign donor countries, including Turkey?
They will be very important moving forward. I think, if you're looking at the key challenges in the country, first and foremost among those is security. And security and the political achievements that have been made over the transitional period in the last 8 years have been based around an external security intervention in the form of the African Union troops. 22,000 troops keeping the peace in the country and trying to help to defeat Al-Shabaab, the Islamic insurgency group there. There will need to be a transition to some increasing Somali National Armed Forces and a coordinated effort with donors internationally to help that to take place. So not only on that level, but also federalism, trying to prevent and the drought situation which is gripping the country and the region at the moment. The international community's presence continues to be vital to helping Somalia move out of this 30-year civil war period that it has gone through.
Speak further, if you can, to those priorities. What needs to be addressed first, most urgently?
Well, first of all, we've had some good speeches in the inauguration already from previous presidents, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and the president before that. I think the thing that they struggled most with, and that President Farmajo will need to get a grip on, is having a prime minister and a government that is capable of working with him to build a functioning, working government that can continue the evolution of the country's participatory democracy and these kind of embers of democracy that we're seeing. Long-term security and having a coherent strategy for tackling Al-Shabaab and building those national security forces is something that I've also said is very important. And they have been lacking up till now and will require coordination with donors internationally and regionally as well. I think also there is a key sense that the country is on a federal path trying to build a nascent federalism. There have been several new federal member states emerging in the last 4 years. So the development of relations between those states as well as their relations with the central government and each other will need to be nursed, and conflict which is bound to continue between those federal member states will need to be ironed out, and the president will need to be in a position to do that. I think the other thing, that Somalia is and the political system there is based on an identity politics and a clan-based power-sharing formula. So it will be up to the government to work on this representational formula and see what it can do to move things forward in the next 4 years if the aspiration is to have universal elections in 2020.
Okay, Ahmed Soliman, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for that from London.